Can you go back once you've had sex? Not sure if anyone here can offer any advice on this issue. It was just the first place I could think of. Skip italic part below for backstory. A few years ago, I had planned to pay an escort to lose my virginity with before I'd turn 30. In the end, I didn't go through with that plan. When I turned 30, instead, I kinda accepted that I'd never be in a relationship now. Over the next months, the entire topic of sex and relationship more and more faded from my mind, and I actually felt at peace. I also kinda wondered if I'd be better off that way. Not having to expend time, money, and energy, and being able to keep being myself instead of trying to fit expectations. With that said, recently those intrusive thoughts seem to be returning to a degree. And I think that the circumstances of the COVID pandemic might have played a part in keeping them down. By not being in public as often, I just wasn't tempted as often. So it wasn't really a lasting acceptance. Asterisk. The result is that I'm kinda considering the escort idea again. I just want to find out what sex feels like, and I'm hoping that finding out will finally purge the entire concept from my mind. However, my fear is that once I've experienced sex, I'll want to keep having it, and I'll have to keep spending money on escorts. Which I don't want. Hence the question. Has anyone gone that route and can tell me how it went for them afterwards? Were you able to just leave it at one time after that? Or were you feeling the urge to pay for sex again and again? Substantial Hair 278 commented, "Hey, I had the same kind of story. I lost it to an escort. It felt alienating and awkward and not nearly as pleasurable as I thought it would. I kept repeating going because I thought there was more to it. Eventually I met an escort who was extremely attractive, great in bed, and a very kind person. The nice things that escorts did for me was make me much less desperate, as I became used to being around very attractive women. The desire for sex isn't really as much as a desire for sex as it is one for intimate connection. Seeing an escort once and rubbing genitals together isn't the same as getting to know someone and become comfortable and sexually intimate with them. If you just see some random escort, I think you will want to seek more sex, as you will have no idea what you are doing. And yeah, I felt the urge to pay for it again because you just have a lot of options with attractive escorts depending on where you live and how much money you have. Honestly, it was one of the best decisions I made in my life, as it resulted in me becoming well adjusted around women and much less insecure." Revolk 69 commented, "Been considering an escort for a while now. I've had sex and relationships before, so maybe that outs me from this particular topic, but it's been 6 years being single since I've had a drop of intimacy. Turns out having a volatile, mostly low income plus severe depression really hinders the process for both a connection naturally or artificially with an escort. Kind of feels like I'm forced into this bubble in which no one can enter even if they wanted to. I suppose my point is, purely from my own perspective, if you have the means and nothing to hold you back, like income or being mentally jacked up, I would say go for it. It's an experience I believe every adult should have."